Hi, my name is Zach Leffers. I'm a senior brand planner at VML Y&R in Kansas City. The title of my session is Brand Flexibility, the Future of Business Growth. All right, so here's the deal. We know more today than ever before about how people make memories and create and share meanings, those being the fundamental building blocks of what brands are in consumers' minds. But in advertising and marketing, our approach to actually making brands has remained pretty much the same for the last half century. What we think we know, consistent, steady brand building, is flawed. It's time to update our thinking and update our approach. And in this session, we'll do just that. So we're going to set aside our assumptions for what we think it takes to develop brands and flip the script to instead think about brands from a consumer's perspective. So how people in the wild actually experience, think about, and make sense of what we put out there as marketers to reveal a more growth-oriented approach to brand making that's been hiding in plain sight all along that I call brand flexibility. When you can understand brands from a consumer's perspective, you can better understand the rules that consumers let you play by as a marketer. And those rules are a lot less rigid and a lot less restrictive than we've assumed. So at this point, you might be wondering, who is this guy and what's his deal? That's fair. So before I got into advertising, I spent a few years in a doctoral program of cultural sociology, living and breathing and thinking about and studying how people make sense of the world around them, including in my own research on brands. So I've taken that background, applied it to brand planning to develop an approach for what I see as the way forward. As part of this session, we'll use that approach as a lens to understand why things have gone right for some brands, why things that should have gone wrong for some brands didn't, how you can do things really right, and how you can avoid pitfalls that remain and see opportunities moving forward. And that's what I think is most exciting about all of this. This is a new way to think about your brand. So not as something that you have to protect and cling to, but for what brands, quite frankly, really are. Spoiler alert. Flexible, resilient tools to see and hunt down business growth opportunities that perhaps in the past you would have felt like were off limits to your brand, or maybe you wouldn't even thought to consider as a possibility. This is a really new way to think about your brand and your business moving forward into the future. So I'm really excited about this. I think there's something here, and I would love to share it with you at South by Southwest. Thanks.